Tell me a little bit about making the decision to leave the safe place that you knew about kind of working in ad agencies. What does that decision feel like?
Okay, so we're moving into therapy now. I'll share. I could talk about this for a very long time because I'd like to say it was the easiest decision I ever made. What I would say, but it wasn't at the time.
Mhm.
It is a very hard thing to go through, especially with the level of financial stability that I had. I mean, transparently, I worked very hard. I grew up in Canada. I went to college in Canada, always said, I was going to move to the US and make a difference. And I was going to move to LA and do big things. And I made it happen for myself. And I spent 18 years, working my way up. And I worked with some really big companies,
Mhm.
financial institutions on the other side of the equation, and the Cisco's and the Porsches. And it was quote unquote sexy,
Mhm.
but it was really draining and exhausting in the sense that I would bring what I thought was my sort of superpower to the table every single day, which is sort of trying to solve complex social problems with creativity for brands. And yeah, some of them would happen and it'd be super rewarding. And then so many of them would get left in the room with a CMO who, frankly, wasn't always the nicest human in the world. And it was, rewarding in so many ways, but also kind of soul crushing and inefficient. That I felt like I personally had this superpower that I loved creativity, idea making, and then moving those ideas forward. And I didn't have full control of it. So there was that brewing for so long. And then, like you said, my heart is really what took me out of it.